Hello, this is Peter with PM Designs. In this video I'm going to continue making the set of spiral stairs that I made in the previous video. So what I did, I took away the modifiers that I'd applied. I've still got the empty in there. Actually I'm going to rotate the empty back to 0 because things are going to change slightly now. I didn't show it in the video because I thought it would take a bit long, but I just quickly modeled this thing, Bannister, whatever it's called, I don't know what it's called. As close as I could to this unclear picture. I might just add one more. Oh, whoops. Add one more little loop up here to add that detail. So I'm just going to cut one loop in there, and put another one in there. I'll bring that one slightly up actually. Bring it up there. I'm just going to size this one out slightly just to get a bit more detail up there. Anyway, so that's okay. Right, so now all I've done is I've just modeled a banister and joined it to the first step and put it in place where I think it's gonna go. So about here, coming up here. You could cut holes into the step if you wanted to, but I'm not going to bother with that. I'm basically just gonna, this is really easy now to add this part in. Just going to go back and bring the array modifier in, but the Z factor is going to be a bit different, so it's going to vary depending on the size of your steps and the size of your banisters, whatever it's called. So I'm just going to do this. Let's just set this to a count of 3 for now. So I'm just going to do this by I, rotate this on the Z until the step intersects about there, and then bring the array modifier up on the Z until it looks about right, which is about there actually. It's not too bad. Yeah, it's okay. That's not far off the image, and that's exactly what I want. I want this one intersecting with that one, and this one intersecting with that one, and that one's going to continue to intersect. So I just set that to 2. If I set it any higher, it's going to be apart. It actually is probably intersecting down here, so we should merge the vertices. So there we go. So it all becomes one solid shape down here. Not too ugly, I hope. Yeah, looks alright, and that actually looks pretty good. Oh, got some ugly stuff going on down here. What's going on there? Okay, maybe if we just try. Oh, hang on. There we go. Auto smooth. That's a bit better. So now I'll just continue with the array modifier until I wanted it about 180 degrees. So I'll just do like that. Yeah, and there we go. We've got all of that going up there. And the steps look about right. Maybe they're a bit far apart and not deep enough. I mean, a bit, you know, the gap between the height of each one is a bit much, but it's okay. I'm just going off eyeballing it, looking at this. Probably should have made the steps a little bit deeper, but it's okay. Anyway, right now what I want to do is add the rope. There's a kind of rope banister going up here, which is quite interesting. So I thought I'd do that, and then maybe, hopefully in this video, I'll do the final posts, but we'll see how it goes. So what I need to do is apply my array modifier once I'm definitely happy with it, which I am. And then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to attempt to select roughly the same my mouse is rubbish. Same vertex, roughly the same vertex on each of these rings, eyelets, whatever you want to call them. It's a bit tedious, but somebody's got to do it. I'm trying to go for the middle vertex. That's about right. Middle. It's probably an easier way to do this. You could, I'm basically just going to turn these into a curve, so you could just make a curve and line it up with them manually. But I think this is probably a slightly more accurate way to do this, with a lot of clicking and a lot of mouse rolling around. That's probably not the right one, but it's okay. Is that right? Oh dear. Let's get this one, probably that one. And then the last one, this is actually going to be replaced by a solid post, but it's okay for now. So I'm going to duplicate all of these, press escape, and then separate that duplication. So now I can hide the stairs, and I've got this. Cool. Right, we call that curve. Right, now to join all of these up, actually I don't need that circle at the bottom, we can hide that. Don't need the empties, we can hide that. I'm going to join all these up in edit mode. Probably a way to do this, but I'm just going to press F, and then maybe the long way to do this, and then again separate that edge, and I can get rid of this. Oh, so now I've got that curve. I need to convert that into a curve first of all, like this, and now I'm going to bring back my stairs, because yeah, you can see this is going in at some point, so it's going to need some work. So first thing I'm going to do is just bring it up slightly on the Z, try and get it through the center of all those rings. And also what I want the rope to drop a little bit in between each ring. So I'm going to subdivide that. You could actually, once you put the rope on here, you could just do a cloth simulation with some pinning. You know, pin it in between each of the rings, and it won't drop at those points, and it will just drop in between. But I think this is going to look slightly better, I hope. So I'm going to select all of these, and let's see if I can check a deselect. Not those, those. Right, so now I've only got the ones in between, and I'm just going to bring those down slightly, like that, and that should create a bit of a kind of gravitational pull on the rope. And then I just need to bring all of those down so they're roughly sitting in the middle. Yeah, that looks alright. Okay, maybe you could add 3 points or 3 vertices in between each one, and then you get a more of a natural sort of circular drop, but that's okay. This is okay for now. I'm just going to go with that. Alright, I don't need my stairs at the moment. I went ahead and made a rope already. If you don't know how to make a rope, I recommend you check out my rope making video. But this is my rope, and so now all I'm going to do is, let's apply that. I'm going to apply a curve modifier, and I'm going to curve this one like that. And I want the deform axis to be on the Z, and there we go. It's following that quite nicely. And just stretch it up on the Z slightly to reach that final point. And there we go. That's looking pretty good. If I bring back in my stairs, let's turn it like this so we can see what's going on. It looks pretty good. Now you can see, yeah, so I really could do with some more points on the curve. I could do that now actually. Let's, where's my curve? So I need to edit my curve slightly. So, well, I don't really want to do this in the video because it's going to take a long time, but someone's got to do it, like I say. So I'm going to add proportional editing on and bring that down. So it just affects those two. Switch off proportional editing with O, bring that one up, bring this one up and out slightly, because the rope has a bit of tension, so a bit of stiffness won't look too unnatural. I'll just do that actually. I'm just going to do the stiffness in the rope, the tension in the rope. It's a bit quicker than doing everything else. Yeah, if you did this with an actual Bezier curve, you'd have all the little points to adjust the degree of the curve, but it would be easier. But I'm just doing it this way. Looks alright, I think. This is actually just for a little project which doesn't quite require perfection, so it's alright. Oof, that's close. I want to get that face on, and just something like that. Just bring them up on the Z, on the Z-axis slightly, so it looks like they're kind of sitting on that. And if it doesn't look smooth enough, you can always you know, do that old favorite, the subdivision surface modifier. But this is okay for what I'm going for. Right, sorry, that's taking a little bit long to do, but yeah, you get the idea. If you're doing a rope banister like this one, this is how you could do it. And then once you're happy with the rope, this is the final part, is going to join directly into a post, which maybe I'll model in a minute. But yeah, also I just want to, while this is still on the curve, I want to bring that up to there, like that. That unfortunately has stretched my rope out a little bit. If I'd have kept the other modifier on, I could have just increased the size, but that's okay. That looks alright like that. Not too bad. Alright, I'm going to apply that curve modifier. I no longer need this curve, so I'll get rid of that. Right, last part is to make this main post here, which might be easy. Let's find out. Hopefully I'll see if I can do it in this video. I like to have it on a separate tab. I know it seems to waste time going into a separate tab, but so this is actually about, what, 8 inches taller than that? I don't know, terrible estimation. So I'm just going to select this ring and extrude that straight up to be taller than that last post, about there. And I'm going to just add in a ball. It'll be easier if I can just add in a UV sphere. Size that down. Zoom in here, I can match it to the size of this part, about there, and then bring that straight up to there. Cool. Right, let's have a look what kind of things going on here. We just got lots of random, not random probably, I'm sure it has a purpose, but yeah, just lots of extra design going on in here. So let's see if I can do this quite quickly. Do Control and R, add in that many, I don't know, seems about right. And let's go from this one, size this part in slightly. Actually, no, what I want to do, I want to add another one in here just to maintain that shape. Oh, excuse me, size that in. Okay, something like that. I'm going to add this on this side, this on this side. I'm not measuring things, I'm just doing it by eye, which is probably not the best way to do things, but I don't care at the moment. If I do things properly, I get too into it, and that's a problem. There we go, I can see that. Bring that down. Bring this one out. Okay, now I'm just going to basically mirror what I did there, kind of. Try to. Excuse me, computer, please do what I say. Alrighty. Add another loop in here, bring it down. Size that in. What am I doing? That's going to be the thinner one. Okay, and then, yeah, looks alright. It's not as interesting as the real one. I would need to get that right next to me to actually see it. We can do this. Why not? Let's do it. Let's add in some loops here, here, and here, and just grab that one, size it out, and we can actually bevel this as well. Why not? Let's do some beveling. Control B, up on that. We can add some more faces. There we go. That's a bit better. Right. Could bevel this one as well, actually, while we're here. No need, it's pretty smooth. Alright, and let's add a round bit. Why not? Let's make this bit round just by, without pure eyeballing skills. Let's work on the proportional editing. Size in. Size that part in. And size this one out. And that's pretty round. That's okay. Size this last part in. Just put it on connected only so it doesn't affect the ball. Something like that. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Not as nice as the other one. I can't be bothered. Can I be bothered? Can I be bothered? Yeah, I can. Alright, fine. Let's do things properly. And another one of those in there. And grab this one. Size that out. Oh, without proportional editing. You get that kind of thing going on, that's cool. You can bevel that. Control B. Bevel that out a bit. Bring this one right in. Okay, and what else can we do? Make it a bit more interesting. Let's Let's size this one in like that. Actually, let's make this whole thing a bit smaller. S Shift Z. Yeah, why not? Bring this one down. Bring this one up. And now to get that nice round part, we'll just do another bevel. Control B. Bring that right up. Oh, I didn't size it out. That would help. Control B. And make that really round. Like that. That's not too bad. That'll do. It will do. Just going to connect this part somehow. Probably what's the best way to do this would be to, because this is a cylinder and this is a sphere, conveniently of the same number of vertices, we can probably bridge this edge. Yeah, quite nicely. That worked pretty well. And I just want to select that one edge and bring it down. Why not? Yeah, looks pretty cool. Not cool, but it's alright. So now I need to fix what's going on over here, because this is going to be the same over here. I don't know if it's actually going to fit because I didn't measure these original sizes, but let's just give it a go. Get rid of this, and now I want to, well, I can just select, where should I select? Let's start from here and press Control plus, grab that whole thing down to there. Right, and then we need to get it just the right view so it's easiest to duplicate X about there. Yeah, that doesn't fit at all, does it? Oh well, it's okay. Stick it in there. This would need some kind of finish, maybe it wraps around, or maybe there's something going on down there, it doesn't matter. And now what I want to do is just copy this one down here as well, to about there. GY, and there we go. Oh, no, the rope doesn't meet it. Ah, so maybe I shouldn't have applied the curve yet. Did I apply the curve? I did. That's okay, I can stretch it off. Whoops. Panicking now. It's okay, we can just grab the ends of this rope, which are fortunately quite easy to grab. Like that, excuse me. Oh, I didn't make this rope very well. Alright, go like this. I'm just going to extrude, extrude, extrude. I'm not going to bother rotating. Actually, I should stop not bothering to do things. And extrude that in there. Stick it in there somewhere. Something like that. That is not great, but it's not terrible. So there we go. Basically that's it. A couple of videos and we made quite a nice spiral staircase. Okay, so if you found that useful or not too terrible, please drop a like. Thanks very much.